Yo, what's up guys, TheJordude back again with another Shadowverse video, and in this video I'm going to be featuring Neutral Sword. It's a deck you've probably seen on ladder, very popular in the first week of Wonderland Dreams. The main reason why I think it's popular right now is just because it's a super easy deck to build and very obvious with all the neutral support. So I'm not too sure if this deck is going to be popular later on, but right now it seems very powerful, especially if you could curve out. My deck, I think, is pretty close to what a lot of people are running. Some things to note that are different, I guess, would be that I'm running these owl cats. I'm running a couple owl cats right now. It's a neutral, and it could also just sometimes get free value because of its clash effect when it attacks either like goblins, goblin leaders, and things like that, or maybe like a council of the card knights token. So that's why I have the owl cats. Only 2 mazes, because if you have too many, you're going to have too many sword class cards in the deck, and you don't want that. I'm running 3 Cinderellas. Some people, I've seen some people not run this many Cinderellas or any at all. It's definitely cuttable, especially if you're on a budget, and then you just run either like more lower 2 drops or like goblin mages or things like that. But Cinderella's 4/4, so it's a pretty strong body to play on curve. So that's why I'm running her right now. Only 2 Kiss of the Princess, because sometimes you rather just develop a body rather than buff one. But it's still a good card, so I'm running 2 of them. 2 Rabbit Ears, because you need card draw to keep going with this deck, so you could survive in the mid-late game. And then 3 Alberts, of course, mandatory. And the rest is pretty much a standard. So yeah, pretty powerful deck right now overall. It's pretty straightforward to play. You just play on curve mainly. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you haven't tried this out, which I can't imagine you haven't yet, definitely try it out, and pretty good to climb with. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, as well as follow me in my social media links down below in the description. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Alright, it's probably going to be a mid-range blood. We do have a decent curve here going with the 2-3-4. Ideally I would want to draw a goblin, but I think I keep this hand. Seems good. Oops. Can't play the owl cat yet. We pick up a goblin leader, so we might play the goblin leader on 3, so it could get buffed by the Alice. It depends. Since he didn't play anything this turn, goblin leader is looking pretty good. Yeah, so here's the owl cat getting in some value here. Just going to solo the goblin leader. Do I want goblin leader or Cinderella? Goblin leader is better if I'm going to play Alice next turn, which is most likely. Sets up my board better. He doesn't really have an answer to this goblin leader at the moment. Forced to hungry and hoard the owl cat so he doesn't free trade the goblin again, and that's just going to be his turn. That's really good for me. So I can make a 4/5 goblin leader. Don't want to push that damage. I think I do, because he might play Baphomet next turn, and I just want to pressure him so he can't play the Spawner Abyss on turn 6. Next turn I could probably get down the Rabbit Ear. Oh, he's still going for the Baphomet here. He was playing Hungry and Horde, so I might have to be afraid of it being control. No, but he played Goblin Leader, so he shouldn't have Revelation in his deck. Shouldn't. Is there a point in playing around Vengeance? So we could put him to 11 here, or we could put him to 9, or 70. Next turn I have, assuming he plays Spawn, right? I would have 5, 6, 8, 10, 11. We should be able to play around Vengeance just in case there's a random revelation. Though I wouldn't expect him to have it. But he can't just play Spawning Abyss this turn because he would just die on board. Because we can evolve Lyrio for the extra damage. Oh, he doesn't attack the neutral. I think that's a mistake. But anyways, let's see. We can evolve Grimnir and Kiss. So we have 6, 7, 9 damage. Be off by 2. Because we have Evolve Albert, so I'm fine just putting him in Vengeance now. Yeah, we'll play the Cinderella. Actually could have went for the Kiss of the Princess on my Goblin Leader instead. Then it would actually be out of range of Revelation. Yeah, I don't expect him to have Revelation. It seems like he's playing the standard mid-range Bloodless. Alright, this kind of like, it curves out, but it's not the best curve that I want. I think I can remull this entire hand and find like my neutral stuff. Because the neutral followers are the engine of this deck. I don't want just a bunch of swordcraft followers that rely on having neutrals. This is slightly better. Like I've full mode and I still get a perfect curve. We'll go for the Owlcat. Because Maisie has the evil value. Oh man, that Owlcat value. Get him. Alright, so we're just going to be able to play out. Oh, he gets to kill 2 followers. Dang. That's unfortunate. Alice would have been really good otherwise. We still play her. I guess we just play her on curve. It's only buffing the Grimnir in my hand and my Goblin, so it's not the greatest. Next time we could Grimnir and Maisie if he has something big. But it's only turn 4 for Dragon, so I don't think they would. We'll evolve the Heart Guardian to trade. He doesn't have Breath of Salamander available yet, and this spreads out my stats on my board quite nicely while clearing at the same time. It doesn't give him value on that 3-2. So I guess we just take the trade here. I'd like to save my Evo in case I need to Evo Maisie. And we're not putting him at like 4 or anything, so it's not setting up Grimnir. Alright, well, he's just dead. He was dead no matter what, because if he evolved to trade, I would still have 8 with the evil. Alright, we could keep the 2-3. I don't think Rabbit Ear is good to hold on to right now. Because you don't play it until, like, mid-game, usually. Early game, you just want to develop your neutrals. Get it back. Starting off with Goblin isn't as important as having a 2-drop. Shoot a flame, interesting. Actually, no. A lot of neutral players are using that instead of like Cinderella. Cinderella. We can play ours. It's probably the best play because we have Rabbit Ear 10 for 1 doesn't seem too appealing to me right now. Double 2-drops, so he trades Cinderella and evolves, say like Alice, so I only have 1. And then I still can't combo Rabbit Ear to draw like 2, so I think, yeah, Cinderella is probably the best here. I'm going to be behind regardless, because he gets the evil into my Grimnir, and then... Or he gets to trade the Cinderella in, and then evil over my Cinderella. Oh, that's a mistake by him. You can throw in a BM and hope he concedes. That's usually the play, right? Evolving Grimnir seems good. We should kill both daisies. I'll just play the Unica here because I might want to evolve Lyrio, so I want that option. Rapunzel. Oh, that's a good draw. So now I could draw 3 off my Rabbit Ear. We played the Feria because I'll probably evolve her. Yeah, I'll just take the trade, just get total board control here. And we have Alice to buff this board again. Oh, we does. Okay. Now we can start going in. We have the Albert to play on 9, so next turn is probably just Lyrio Tina. Unless we draw into anything better, but Lyrio Tina seems good. 6-9 damage. Oh. I'll take that. We'll just push 9 because it sets up Lisa for next turn with Albert. But he's just going to concede. Like, there's no way he comes back from that anyways.